In this video, I'll show you the correct way to use ChatGPT to write a book. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Sean, and I've built and sold a 7-figure publishing business which made me a millionaire at age 26, and now I'm building my second KDP account. So if you want no-BS publishing advice from someone who's actually doing it, then make sure to subscribe. And if you want a completely free training on how I built a 7-figure publishing business, then the link to the training is in the description below. All right, so there's a huge hype right now on YouTube on using ChatGPT to write books and publish it on Amazon to make money. There are a lot of channels sharing you how to do this, but when I watch those videos, I notice that they miss few key steps that you have to take before you publish your book on Amazon, or else you'll be risking your book to be blocked or even your account to be terminated. So in this video, I'm going to show you the correct way to use ChatGPT so that you can publish a book and start making money. All right, so here's the do's and don'ts of using ChatGPT. So what you can do with ChatGPT is to use it for idea generation. ChatGPT is probably the best tool out there to getting your ideas started when it comes to title ideas, pen name ideas, outline ideas, and even content ideas. So definitely use it for that, especially if you got a writer's block happening, then you can definitely use ChatGPT to start writing a few sentences, few paragraphs in the beginning, and then you can finish the rest of it. Now, what you do not want to do with ChatGPT is to use it to replace your writing. So it's very, very important. So this is where a lot of YouTube videos teaching you how to use ChatGPT mess up, because they're teaching you to use ChatGPT as a replacement to your writing, but that is not what you want to do, and that's not going to fly with Amazon. So do not use it to replace it. Use it as a supplement, right? As a tool to help you with the writing. So what I mean by this is you don't want to just copy paste the content as is. So once again, you can use ChatGPT to generate the content, but you don't want to copy paste it. You want to rewrite it, rephrase it, and make the content original. So here's a 3-step process in using ChatGPT correctly. So step 1 is to generate content. So that is pretty self-explanatory. You just give ChatGPT the prompt and it'll give you the content back. Now, most people will just take that and then paste it in their book and publish it, but do not do that. This is the most important step, which is step 2. You want to customize the content. So rewrite the text. Make sure that it's not plagiarized, because sometimes ChatGPT content can be flagged for plagiarism. You want to fact check, because a lot of times the information in ChatGPT is not factually accurate, and you want to add your own input so the content has your voice and it is unique. And the reason why you want to do that is because if I go to ChatGPT and just simply copy this text that it generated, go to originality.ai, and I can start a new scan here, paste the content, and check for detect AI. So this website will basically detect if the content is AI generated or not. And you can see that it came back at 95% AI. So if this website can that easily detect if the content is AI generated or not, then Google or Amazon will easily be able to do so too. All they have to do is integrate this website into their algorithm, right? And check each content. They can easily do that, and most likely they will have their own version of originality.ai to start checking each content, whether that's AI generated or not. So by rewriting this content, what you're doing is to try and pass this check so that it doesn't show up as 95% chance of it being AI. So how do you do that? Well, the easiest way is just go and rewrite this entire paragraph that is generated, right? Add your own sentences, replace some sentences here and there, or just rephrase it if that's all you want to do. But the point is, you don't want to copy paste it. Now, manually rewriting the entire content is a little tedious, so there are 2 different websites that will help you do this, which one is Quillbot. So Quillbot is a free tool, although the free tool only allows you up to do this 125 words at a time. So if you want to save some time and do more words at a time, then you do have to get the premium version, but you can totally do this with a free version. You just have to do little sections at a time. But what you want to do is basically paste the content, click on paraphrase, and automatically, just like that, Quillbot will go and start paraphrasing every single sentence that you pasted. So just like that, you have a rephrased content that you can use. But a lot of times, the sentences aren't the best sounding, so you still have to replace the words, fix up the sentences. So you still have to go and touch up the content a little bit, but this makes rephrasing and making the content a little more unique much easier. Another very useful tool is Grammarly. So I have a premium version of Grammarly because I use this to check the plagiarism for all my content. So I recommend Grammarly for that reason. But Grammarly also has a very useful ability to improve your writing. So what I mean by this is if I open a document and click on paste here, you can set goals based on what kind of writing style you want. So for now, I'll just keep it general, information, audience is knowledgeable, and neutral formality. So from here, it'll give you all these suggestions, and it is as simple as clicking on each one to improve your writing. And as it scans the document, it'll keep popping up, more suggestions here. And if your content is longer, then obviously you will have much more suggestions. But you can see that we are rephrasing the content and improving it without actually writing it ourselves. So it's crazy what you can do with these tools nowadays. But now we have a much more well-written sentence that is also original and not copy-pasted from ChatGPT. Now, what you can actually do is to combine Quillbot and Grammarly. So you can use Quillbot to rephrase the paragraph once, right? Then you can take that into Grammarly and fix up the grammar. So essentially a two-step process. But now we have a unique content here. So if we go back to originality.ai, start a new scan, paste the content here, click on scan now. And just like that, you see that now it is showing at 4% AI. So what this means is that originality.ai is 96% confident that this text is original. So when it comes to originality.ai and the percentage that you should aim for, I would recommend you should aim for at least below 40% AI. Obviously, the lower the better. If it's like less than 10%, that is a good place to be at. But I think minimum 40%. And the reason why it is so high is because the score that shows is not how much of it is original and how much of it is AI. So when it shows 4% AI here, that doesn't mean that 4% of the content is AI. What it actually means is that originality.ai is 4% confident that the text is AI. So in this case, it is 96% confident that the text is original. So if it's 40% AI, then it is basically 40% confident that it is AI and 60% confident that the text is original. So it's actually okay to go a little higher up, but obviously you want to aim for as low as possible. All right, step 3 is a final check, which we did already because we already scanned the text to check for AI detection, but you also want to check the content obviously for plagiarism. That is another big thing. If you upload a content that is high in plagiarism on Amazon, then that is one of the quickest way to lose your account. So the good news is you can actually check for plagiarism on originality.ai as well. All you have to do is just check this box right here, check plagiarism, and click on scan now. And it came back with 0% plagiarized, so that is a good sign. You can do the same thing on Grammarly. So if you do have Grammarly, then all you have to do is click on right here, plagiarism, and you can see that it came back as 100% original. So that is a very good sign. I would say Grammarly is a little more accurate than originality.ai, so I still would be using Grammarly, but if you only have originality.ai, if you want to save some money, then you can definitely just do that. All right, so that is a general guideline on how to create a book using ChatGPT. So now let me show you some hacks and ideas on using ChatGPT for KDP and book publishing. All right, so hack number 1, you might have seen this, but you can use it to get keyword ideas, but I do have a little twist on this. All right, so when it comes to using ChatGPT, it is all about the prompts, right? So if your prompt is basic, then you will get basic answers. So in this case, I asked, give me a list of 10 adult coloring book niches on Amazon. It came back with the pretty standard stuff: mandalas, animals, inspirational quotes, adult humors, travel, those kind of things. So what we're gonna do is ask a better question. So what I've done is I asked a new prompt. I said, give me a new list with popular adult coloring book niches that is unique and unusual. So now it came back with something a little better, which is we got steampunk and industrial scenes, Dia de los Muertos, which is the Day of the Dead, art, kaleidoscope, designs and optical illusions, and a lot of interesting one here is like mystic symbols coloring book, right? So by adding unique and unusual, we were able to kind of move away from like the standard answer, and now we have some interesting ideas that we can go and look into. And this is a great way to come up with coloring book ideas that not a lot of people think about. And this is exactly what this pen name, Coco Rio, I covered this in my other video as well, is doing. So I don't know if they're using ChatGPT to get ideas, but they are coming up with a very interesting coloring book topic that nobody else thinks about, right? So we have life inside jar coloring book. So if you're doing standard keyword research on Amazon, you're never ever gonna come up with a concept like this. We have the language of flowers, right? We have horror beauties, we have spooky girl, We got pocket room coloring book. So these are the kind of things that you would never think about if you're just doing standard keyword research on Amazon. So ChatGPT is a great way to come up with these unique ideas. And you can see that these books are absolutely crushing it. This one is making $367 a day. This one's doing $243 a day. This book is doing $200 a day. And this one's doing $100 a day. So this pen name right here, definitely doing multiple six figures a month. Overall, this brand is doing over $125,000 a month taking this approach. All right, so the second way to use ChatGPT is to get book title ideas. All right, so I asked, create me 10 funny book titles for a joke book for kids. So the key here is to use as many descriptive words as you can. So in this case, we used funny. And some of the titles we got are Why Did the Cookie Go to the Doctor and Other Hilarious Riddles, The World's Funniest Knock Knock Jokes That Actually Make Sense, I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, and Other Bad Jokes, and a lot more. And one thing I would say is do not just copy paste this once again. You want to rewrite this, make sure that there aren't other book titles with the same title on Amazon already, because like this one right here, Silly Jokes for Silly Kids, I'm pretty sure that I've seen this title on Amazon. So always make sure of that and also change it up a little bit. All right, so next is using it to create book outlines. So I asked, write me a book outline for the joke book for kids. Each chapter is consisting of different types of jokes. So we got a outline back with a pretty good introduction paragraph, following it up with knock knock jokes, riddles, puns, animal jokes, silly jokes, question and answer, tongue twisters, and one-liner. So these are pretty good. So what I would say about book outline is that it's not as important as book title, the actual content, or the description when it comes to how much you want to rewrite it, right? So obviously you do not want to take the whole thing and just copy paste it, but you can take this chapter is good, maybe, you know, take animal jokes, maybe just change up the order a little bit and add some of your own chapters that you like, right? Basically, it's the same concept as the content. All right, the next way to use it is to use it to get pen name ideas. So I asked, give me 10 pen name ideas for a children's joke book author, make it funny. And once again, adding these descriptive words like make it funny helps with getting a better answer. So right here, we got Chuckleberry Finn, which is pretty funny. Jester McJokeface, Laffy Taffy, Hilaria Jokeson, Giggles McGee, Sir Laughs a Lot. So these are very creative. In my opinion, you know, I think it's pretty good, but I think a lot of people have already came up with Sir Laughs a Lot or Chuckleberry Finn. So once again, you want to go and check if there's nobody else with this pen name on Amazon, and still would probably change it up a little bit so that it's not straight off of ChatGPT. The next way is to use it to write book descriptions. All right, so I asked, write me an Amazon product description for the joke book for kids. Use the AIDA format. And AIDA format is basically attention, interest, desire, and action. And it is one of the most effective sales copy of all time. So it came back with exactly that. So we got the attention section. Are you looking for a way to keep your kids entertained and laughing for hours on end? Look no further than the ultimate joke book for kids. And then we got the interest, desire, and action section. And once again, just like anything else, you don't want to just copy paste, go through the exact same steps of rewriting, right? Adding your own input, and then doing the final check with originality.ai and also with plagiarism. So the next way to use it is to use it as book improvement ideas. So I asked, what are some ideas on how I can make my joke book for kids stand out from the competition on Amazon? And we got 8 ideas on how to do exactly that. And some are pretty obvious, like, you know, obviously get a better cover that's unique and eye-catching, use customer reviews and testimonials. So, you know, those we all know, but some ideas are pretty good. So it really depends on the prompt and how good your prompt is. But if you do it right, then what you can get from ChatGPT can be very useful. All right, guys, so that is all the ways on how you can use ChatGPT to create a book and the do's and don'ts on how you can go about it. So the last thing I want to say about this is you want to use AI as a tool to help you, but not to replace you. Because maybe in the future it'll replace us, but for now it is not good enough to write the book on its own. So it is still important that we put in our part and not just use AI and just copy paste everything and put as little effort as possible, because that's what everybody else will be doing. And those are the people that's going to flood Amazon. Amazon will be forced to make the change. Those are the people that's going to get their books blocked and their accounts terminated, and it is already happening. So make sure you use AI as a tool, right? So use it to help you write faster and better, but you're still writing or you're still creating the book, you know, adding your own input, making sure it's original, those kind of things. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet. All the tools mentioned in this video is in the description section below, as well as the link to the free training that I mentioned earlier on how I built a 7-figure publishing business, also in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.